I hope it's enough light. There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Grandma Hershey Cooks. I'm Grandma Hershey, spelled with the U and not an E. And I was hoping this would be down enough so you can really see this thing right here, because this is the highlight of the show. I can't find my real food processor, so we're going to use the blender. But anywho, remember the salt I was telling you to get? Because at the grocery store, their kosher salt has more salt in it, sodium. But this is it, Diamond Crystal. I knew it was some kind of crystal. Diamond Crystal, I get it from Amazon. And on here it says that it's good for 3 years after you open it. And I tell you, this here probably lasts me for 2 years. That's how much is really in there, okay? So I just wanted to put this over here so y'all can see it. So let me put this over here. Step back, step back, step back. Whoop. There we go. We don't need it. Okay. So anyway, this is episode 140. 140. And we are making cinnamon graham crackers. They are gluten-free cinnamon graham crackers. Because the more I speak to people, the more I find out that there are several people who have low tolerance to gluten. So when you want a cheesecake, you need graham cracker crust. When you want like those pies, that refrigerated pies, and you need the graham cracker crust, if you get a gluten-free crust, it costs a fortune. So this way you can make your own. It's so easy, it's so fast, and you'll be like, that's all, and it won't cost you nearly as much, even with the special flour. Okay. So anywho, let's talk about the healthy highlight. And I did do a comparison. I went online to see what the macronutrients for other people's cinnamon graham cracker crust was, because I wanted mine to be better. You know, Grandma Hershey roll. So anywho, I did find somebody named Pamela. Hello, Pamela. And so anyway, so in Grandma Hershey's, the calories for one cracker, it's a pretty big size cracker, but anyway, one cracker is 79.2. Theirs is 180. Saturated fat, Grandma Hershey 1. Theirs is 4. So far, so good, huh? Cholesterol for Grandma Hershey 3.3. Theirs is 20. I don't know what they're using, but they got a lot. Probably oh no, with no eggs in here, so I don't know what they're using, to tell you the truth. Anywho, the sodium 125.6, and theirs is 120, so they got me on that one. The carbs are 10.6, and theirs is 27. Okay. Then there's my sugar. Grandma Hershey's sugar is 3.8. Theirs is 10. The protein 1.7. Theirs is 1. Fiber 0.8. Theirs is 1. Who cares? And the net carbs for Grandma Hershey's is 9.8. And theirs is 26. So overall, this is a better way to do it. Okay. And it'll probably cost you a fortune to get it from them anyway. I tell you. So we're going to go ahead and get started, because I don't know why my wig ain't acting right. Diamonds are the essence around here. We don't have all day. Okay. So what I got on my rolling pin? Okay, anyway, we're going to roll it on the outside of the paper, so it's not going to matter. So what we want to do is we want 1 cup of almond flour, 1 cup of sorghum flour. And if you're allergic to nuts, then use all regular gluten-free flour. Okay, you won't get the lower carbs, but at least you won't get sick either. There are 2 tablespoons of sugar and 2 tablespoons of sweetener. So it's not a high sugary thing anyway. It's a cracker. 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of xanthan gum, a 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt, 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and 2 tablespoons of margarine, and they have to be cold. So I cut mine up in cubes, okay? And then there is, there's eggs in there. Blah, blah, blah. So I use liquid eggs. That's how come my cholesterol is much lower. And they use regular eggs, but you're going to use about 1/4 cup of liquid eggs. Then there's 2 tablespoons of honey and 2 tablespoons of water. Now, if you don't want the cinnamon, then that's where you stop with those ingredients. But if you want the cinnamon sugar, it's going to be 1.5 teaspoon of sugar, 1.5 teaspoon of sweetener, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay, that's all you got to put in there. So you're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Then in the food processor, which we're using this for our food processor today, you will take all the dry ingredients, put in there, pulsated. You'll see me do that. And then you're going to take your Marjo butter, as my sister got me doing, and we put that in there and pulsate it to kind of get it coarse, almost like pie crust. And then you will put the wet ingredient. Now, if you want to just do graham cracker crumbs, then you won't need to add the water, the wet ingredients. That's, you'll end with just that. But in the meantime, we're making crackers. So we want to put our wet ingredients into that, turn it into a dough, take it out, put it in some plastic or parchment paper like I did. And you want to cover it up, put it in the freezer for 15 minutes. Now, today we're going to do it without the freezer. But anywho, we're going to make believe. Okay. So, and hopefully it's going to roll right. And then you want to roll it thin, 1/4 inch, thin as you can, because you want it to come out crisp like a cracker. Okay. And okay, and then you're only going to bake it for like 4 minutes, but we're going to get started and you'll see what I'm talking about. So we're going to put all our dry ingredients in first, which I got it all together. This is all the flours. Oops. Like a blind woman. Oh, it was easier pouring it from the measuring spoon. But anywho, we got it. We got it. Put all that in. I might have to fold that laptop down some more. So I thought it was going to be able to, since it's close to it, that you'd be able to see the whole doggone thing. Whew. Okay, we got that done. Mercy, mercy. Mercy, mercy, mercy. And then our sugars, our sweetener and sugar, and the xanthan gum and all that other stuff is in here. Put that in there. That old powder of sugar. That's the thing about those sweeteners. They are so powdery. I don't know why. Even the date sugar, though, and it's not even one of those kind of sweeteners. It's a natural sweetener. Even this gets powdered. Okay, so then we're going to put the lid on. Okay. Get on there. All right, we're going to get it on here in a second. It's a live show. You get your bloopers here. Then we're going to put this part on. Then we're going to pulse it 7 times. Trying to get the best angle. Okay, here we go. Can't see it. Yeah. Let's do this. I kind of get it mixed up. Let's do it another thing. Get some mixed up. Okay. All right. Then we're going to put the Marjo butter in. That's next. Marjo butter. Put the glove on. I can take it out. Okay, the Marjo butter in. It will work much better with a food processor, but I just can't find the doggone thing. I gotta hurry up and finish unpacking. That's all I know. Okay, get this back on. Let's do some more pulsating. Supposed to get it kind of coarse, like. Okay, let's open it up and move it around a little bit. This is the longest part right here. Once you get this part done, it's smooth sailing. You want to get all that mixed in. And it was too much for me to put in my little bullet thing because it would have been done real quick. So when I do the next thing, I'm gonna have that doggone food processor because it would make it go a lot quicker. All right.
You have the bottom side, John?
It's looking more like a pie. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to get this thing done. So, because yesterday when I did the graham crackers, with the kitchen angels, then I tried to cut it, make it look like a graham cracker, but I'm not an artist, okay? And so today I said, why didn't I use cookie cutters? They would have been so cute. And what kid wouldn't like a cute graham cracker? Grandma Hershey wasn't thinking, so we're gonna do cookie cutters. Okay, now we're going to add our wet ingredients, which are the liquid eggs, the water, the honey, whatever else Grandma Hershey said. It's on the recipe. Just follow the recipe. I just put it all in here together. That in there so it can get on top of it. Because this is what's going to turn it into a dough. So like I said, if you just need the graham cracker crumbs, then you won't go this far right here because you won't need it. You'll just follow the directions for regular graham cracker crumbs. Okay, so we're going to turn this into a dough. Come on, here. There it goes. Put this up here, and here we go.
You have to do the there it is.
Okay, so now one thing about this dough, it's not thick like cookie dough. It's kind of thin like, but it works because it's gonna be a graham cracker. That's why. Okay, let's move this bowl over here. And then we're gonna take, got me a nice little rolling pin. There, don't want it to fall. And I got some parchment paper right here. And you can use that plastic stuff, or if you have a roll, what you call them things? Well, that's what you want to use, either the plastic wrap or the parchment paper, because this is where you would put the dough on the paper and then you would wrap it and freeze it. Lord, we gotta learn how to put a glove on. You would freeze it for 15 minutes, but we're not gonna freeze it unless it be too difficult, and then we'll just go on to the next step. The first step is to get this stuff here. Okay, let's take this. You see how that dough? Put it on this parchment paper. And you would think that it would be something hard to do. It is so easy. And they charge you a fortune for graham crackers today. I mean, it's ridiculous what they charge for graham crackers. I'm going like, this is totally crazy. So I don't mind making my own because it don't take long. If I had a food processor, I'd be done with this part already. But that's all right. Well, it's not if I had it, if I could have found it. But it really don't take long at all. Let's get the rest out of here. Now, I had made 18 crackers out of here, 18 regular size crackers. And when I do with the cookie cutters, I don't know how many pieces that's going to make, but it's going to be cute. It's going to be really cute. And it is best to freeze it first. So when you make it, please freeze it first because it'll be firmer. Okay. There, we want to see this stuff right here. Okay. So this is the dough. And normally you would ball it up in the paper, but I'm gonna still ball it to kind of make it ball. Guess I could have done it with my glove. So there you go. We got our dough, graham cracker dough. And now you want to you want to roll it the way I used to roll it when I called myself making biscuits before I actually learned I was rolling too thin. I kept saying, why are my biscuits not rising? Because I was rolling way too thin. So you're gonna put your dough on the paper. Okay. And then being you would freeze it at this point. But being that we're not freezing it at this point, we're gonna take another piece of paper and put it on top. Then we're gonna mash it just a little, and then we're gonna roll it. And we're gonna roll it like you do a pie crust. And you want to roll it thin. You don't want to go too fast because I don't want the stuff to come outside of my parchment paper. Okay. And then I'm gonna turn around a little bit so I can roll it going this other way. Because I definitely want it to be as wide as this cookie cutter thing so I can get all of them in one time. At least that's the plan. But I sure wish I'd have thought of it yesterday. We would have had some cute cookies, crackers. But they taste, when you put the cinnamon on, it tastes like snickerdoodle. I'm like, wow, that's interesting. So if you want some crunchy snickerdoodles, you could always cheat and call them snickerdoodle graham crackers. Grandma Hershey gonna always think of something. Slide my dough is trying to come off out of here on the side. Okay, let's slide it this way. The only thing about when you put the paper on there, you can't see it too much. But if you use the plastic wrap, then you can see all of it. And it gets this rolled out long and thin. Because the first time I made this recipe, I rolled it too thick. And they were not thin and crispy. They was like a cake almost. It's almost like eating cake. I think I got enough paper. Good grief. Okay, gonna be almost done here. So it shouldn't take forever to get this stuff rolled out. That's because I done got out of the practice of rolling dough. Oh, okay. Roll this down this way so it can be nice and thin, spread out. But you can see the gist of this, right? Oh, maybe I can smash it. Okay. More. I really want to make it a big old square. It did roll out good, even though it wasn't frozen first. That's cool. Okay, now let's take this off and see what we got. We got some thin dough. That's kind of wrinkled because of my paper. Okay, you see it? See? So now what we're going to do is and it's very thin. You want it very thin. Okay, so now we're going to take this cookie cutter thingy and see how many will we get out of it. And then we're going to smash it. Woo, woo, woo. Smash. And don't tell nobody, a lot of these shapes on here Christmas. But who cares? As long as you can eat it, right? That's what's important, is that you can eat it. Okay, now let's see what it's looking like. Oh, come on, y'all. Don't let me down. Oh, they were so cute. Oh, my word. Wait till I show you. They are so cute. Can you see them? Oh, I don't want them to fall apart on me. They are so cute. Let me take one out of here so you can see what I'm talking about. I just messed up that cut. Oh, Grandma Hershey, you messing stuff up. Now, if it would have been frozen, then it would have came out better. Oh, golly. Now I messed up the design. Oh, Lord, why don't I just keep it all on here and just bake it like that? That's an idea. Just bake it like that, and then you can cut it later. I messed up the one design. I'm going to cry. Okay, so we're gonna leave this like this. But anyway, here's all the designs, see? And we just gonna leave it on the parchment paper and put it on that pan and stick it in that oven. And then you're gonna bake it for 4 minutes. Turn the pan around and bake it for 4 more minutes. And that's it. And so I wish I'd have thought of this last night. But anyway, that's all the graham crackers. So let's go ahead and taste the ones that the kitchen angels made. Okay. Because they're not fancy dancy. Oops. But they're graham crackers. So anyway, let me get my paper, my cue cards. Because Grandma Hershey gonna forget something. You know she do. When your brain gets 68 years old, you probably forget something. Okay. So anyway, now what you need to do is like the page. Thumbs up. Okay. Thumbs up. Then if you have not subscribed already, click subscribe. Then you will have to click the bell so you can get to the black bell. Okay. And then in about a couple of minutes here, then you need to share this with everybody you know. Share it with your friends, share it with your neighbors, share it with your families, and share it with your enemies because everybody got to eat. We still have to feed the world. And definitely share it on social media. Okay. So, anywho, we are going to go ahead and taste this. We're going to taste a piece of the with the cinnamon on it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. It still tastes like a snickerdoodle. It tastes like a snickerdoodle. Okay, now we're going to try one without the cinnamon sugar. Because some people don't like cinnamon. Okay. I probably should have tried this one first so I wouldn't get the cinnamon taste mixed up. Anywho. Okay, let's try it. Now, this tastes like regular graham crackers. That is amazing. So anyway, I bet the ones with the shapes gonna be the best. So anyway, that's all we got for that today. Nice and simple. And it's basically for those who have a problem with gluten. If your children can't eat graham crackers at school because they're not gluten-free, you can make some for them. I send them with them to school. And when the other kids are eating graham crackers, they can eat their special made graham crackers. How about that? All right. So let's do some shout outs. Okay. Now this is where I need some milk. All right. We want to shout out to Ben and Marie. Last name King, my sister and brother by another mother. And Marie has my middle name. That's her first name. But they're over this program. It was the children, Baptist children. I knew I should have found my card. Missionary home. Yeah, I think foundation. It's in St. Charles is where the headquarters is, but they're out this way. Anyway, they have all kind of programs for children and for mothers, young mothers who's pregnant and all these different things. And so they had a meeting down here, but close to where I live, with this other organization. And Julie is the lady who's over that. And her middle name is Marie. So I got a new sister by another mother. And they have so many programs. So this summer, I will start partnering up with them, not like being a real partner, but once a month when they have their life skill classes. Well, when they have their skill, I will be doing the show at their class. So they'll be getting cooking classes once a month from Grandma Hershey. And it'll be a live show with a live audience and they can taste it. That way you'll see Grandma Hershey ain't telling no tales. What I say is good is good. They gonna tell you. So that's coming up. And shout out to Central Bank. That's my bank. They love me and I love them. And they watch the show. And also to the Clay Platte Baptist Association. Today they had their lunch and I go every month. and I take my little treats, and they always make sure that I let people know about the cooking show. So shout out to them. And then we're going to shout out to Dallas and Darwin and Aya and Theresa and my sister Sheila, my niece in Colorado, Andreas, Merle, Phyllis, Linda, Shelly, Diana, and Fitzy, my cat. I call him my cat. And Hillary and Sabelle, Doreen, Reggie, Kay, Regina, Najee, Alex, Marcy, Lois, Danielle, Amanda, Soul and Rising, Gretchen, Narcoplexic, and Gwen. One of my classmates. We went to school together, and she called me yesterday, so I sent her the link. So, hey, Gwen. All right, that's all we got shout outs today. So if anyone who I didn't call your name, let me know so I can shout out you next week. Okay. So now we only have one birthday. We got my good friend Stanley. He lives in St. Louis, and it's his birthday today. So Marcy, you ready to help me sing happy birthday to Stanley? All right, here we go. Y'all can join in. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Stanley. Happy birthday to you. And many, many more. Okay. So we getting ready to be over, y'all. Like they say at church, we're coming to the close. Next week, we are doing a smashed potato quiche. My friend Rebecca sent me the recipe, and it looks pretty good. So we're going to try it out. Plus, I got to make sure my potatoes don't go bad. So it's going to be a good time to use them. Anywho, I'm so happy that you guys came to check out the show. And I hope you come check out next week's show. And if you missed any, go back into the archives. You can find them. All right. And also another lady today said she was going to make the chocolate mint bundt cake for her daughter's birthday party because one of her little friends is allergic to gluten. That way she can have some cake. Isn't that sweet? Anywho, I will talk to y'all next week. Hug somebody, hit somebody, and tell them you love them. And make sure that if they're not your man or woman, don't kiss them in the mouth. Okay? Anyway, I love you. Mwah. Be good.